Good day, guys. I have in front of me a collection of Entemann's snack products. Now, a couple of these are new according to what's on the box, so I thought I'd pick up a bunch and try them out. And gosh, dang it, these things look absolutely delicious, so I'm totally looking forward to trying out a bunch of these things. Let you guys know what I think. So Entemann is a company that's kind of known for making like pre-packaged bakery products. Some of them not so great. You're definitely paying more for convenience than you are for like premium products. So I'm gonna clear off some space. And the first thing I'm gonna try is some of these Entemann's mini pound cakes. Now these things come in 6 to a box. These look like they're just kind of regular little sponge cakes in a pre-packaged form. Very convenient. Very spongy. Oh man, so sweet. These things kind of remind me of like Twinkies, except without the cream. And they are a lot more sweet than I was expecting them to be. Very springy, kind of dense. It's exactly what you'd expect to get in a pound cake. Now, I always thought that a pound cake was kind of weird because the recipe for a pound cake is typically supposed to be, you know, a pound of flour and a pound of sugar and a pound of eggs, you know, all mixed together. And that's kind of how it gets its name. So definitely not the most nuanced bread item out there. Very sweet though, oh my gosh. I'm gonna give that thing a 6 out of 10. It's just kind of sweet. Not a whole lot of nuance to it. Not a whole lot of flavor. Not bad, but definitely not the best out there. Next up, the Entemann's Crumb cake. Now, it looks like it's typically what I would call a coffee cake. Probably something that's best eaten in the morning with your morning cup of coffee. Maybe even dip it in a little bit. And it kind of looks like it's the exact same as the pound cake, except with some cinnamon streusel and some powdered sugar on top. And looking at the nutritional facts, it's very similar, except with more sugar. Yeah, it's almost exactly the same kind of texture. Fairly springy, pretty dense. It's basically what you'd expect to get in a pre-packaged bread product. A little bit of that cinnamon spice in it though, does help it out. And reading through the ingredients list, I can see that there is actual cinnamon in this. So it's not just like a cinnamon flavoring or something like that. So it does taste like real cinnamon. So it is kind of pleasant in that sense. It's almost like halfway between a pound cake and a donut, I feel like. So I'm gonna give these guys a 7 out of 10, not too bad. Next up, these are apparently new. Mini apple snack pies. Again, we have 6 individually wrapped snack pies. Now it says that 1 serving is actually 2 pies, so there's only 3 servings in this little box. And I'm not terribly surprised that they would have 2 pies be 1 serving. If you look at them, these things are absolutely tiny. There's not a whole lot there. Nice glazed outside. Looks like it's a, you know, a really typical pie pastry, kind of like a hand pie pastry going on there. Oh man. There is something weird going on with that flavor. I wonder if they tried to put some you know, artificial flavoring in there or something. But it is just really bizarre tasting. It does recommend that you try them warm by microwaving them for 15 to 20 seconds. I'm not even gonna bother. I mean, this tastes like really bad apple pie filling out of a can, wrapped in really bad pre-made pie crust. These are awful. Yeah, it tastes like somebody read about what apples should taste like and then tried to recreate that flavor. Oh gosh, just horrible. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. Oof. So let's see if the mini cherry snack pies are any better. All right, we got the same deal. One serving is again 2 pies. So, see, I guess they don't have a whole lot of faith in somebody just eating one single pie. So that container, yeah, it only has 3 servings in that container. Looks like it's basically the same thing with the pie crust on the outside. Kind of this sugary glaze that I don't think adds a whole lot to it. That filling is a color that I don't think exists anywhere in nature. It looks almost like lipstick. It's really unappetizing. But the flavor is a lot less unappealing. It's kind of indistinct sweetness. But it is not nearly as off-putting as the apple snack pies. Which is a shame, because I think a good apple pie is like the best kind of pie that you can have out there. A cherry pie? Kind of mediocre. I've never had a great cherry pie. But these cherry snack pies, 10 times better than the apple snack pies. So I'm gonna give them, you know, a 6 or a 7 out of 10, not too bad. So first up, we have these mini brownie chocolate chip snack cakes. Now these things are basically the reason that I've got some milk in front of me, because they just sounded like they would be so delicious with a little bit of milk. Looks like a brownie with a cake dough with chocolate chips studded in it. So, I don't know about cookies, but we're gonna give it a shot. Now, the brownie part of that is actually kind of nice. It's very reminiscent of like hot cocoa, where it's sweet with a little bit of cocoa powder in it, not super chocolate forward, not super rich. It is not unpleasant at all. I'm actually enjoying it quite a bit. But this other like white cake, I don't know what is going on there. I mean, it just tastes like a regular old white cake with chocolate chips in it. I guess it's all right. I'm gonna give these guys a 6 out of 10 as well. Not super inoffensive, but yeah, nothing to write home about. And last up, a clear knockoff of Hostess. In my opinion, Hostess did it first, they did it best. People probably shouldn't try to duplicate it, but I'll be open-minded. Maybe these guys made an even better chocolate cupcake than Hostess did. It's very spongy, very springy. Oh my gosh. Guys, bread should not last as long as some of these products claim they can last. Wow, that was weird. Like I took a bite and then it just evaporated in my mouth. Like it just disintegrated immediately. The flavor is exactly what you'd expect it to be. If you've had those Hostess cupcakes, you know what they taste like. These things taste exactly the same. What's weird is that they're very light. Completely inoffensive, not off-putting at all. It is very sweet, like milk chocolate flavor, so that's kind of nice. And the cream in the middle is a little bit dense. It's definitely not a whipped cream, but it's also not a frosting. Probably something in the middle there. Very sweet, not too bad. I'm gonna give these guys a 7 out of 10. I don't tend to rate, you know, the chocolate bread items too highly, but yeah, these aren't too bad. I'll give them a 7 out of 10. I'd definitely grab one if I had the chance. All right, so now I've got this pile of food in front of me. I've had this clock sitting on 0. So for absolutely no reason, I'm going to start the clock and finish off the rest of these snacks. Because you know, I am not in the game of wasting any food anywhere. Crumb cake, my clear favorite. I thought these cinnamon crumb cakes were pretty dang delicious. Why you gotta be such a disappointment? These things looked like they would be so good. these individually wrapped snacks are supposed to help with portion control, but obviously not something that I'm too concerned about. I think I'm just about snacked out for a while though. Well, thank you guys for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it almost as much as I did. And until next time, peace out. You guys take it easy.